All right, so here's a good question. How do you simulate or how do you create multiple quiz types on a single slide? Well, one way to do it is to actually work with the convert to freeform and a couple hidden object states that create the illusion that you're actually working with multiple question types. So here's how it looks when we put together. The idea was I want to create multiple quiz questions on this one slide. Well, really can't insert two true quiz questions on a single slide. You'd have to go from one slide to the next. But we can work with convert to freeform to convert our initial buttons. So what I did was I inserted just some radio buttons and some check boxes, right? So just from the insert tab, select button, bring them on the slide, type out your choices, whatever, just lay everything out. When you have everything where you want it, go up to the insert menu, insert tab, and then convert it to freeform. Right now I have it as a freeform, so I'd have to remove it. But by doing that, it lets me now identify, or it lets Storyline actually recognize every object that's on the slide. So there's my radio button, red button, and the green radio button. Now the really cool thing here, even though we're working with a Pick Mini, these radio buttons, because they're radio buttons, are actually treated as radio buttons, which means I can only select one of those. Even though all of these are viable choices, the radio button functionality is actually going to work as a radio button would be expected to. Now for the Pick Mini, right, for the check boxes, I can obviously select more, right? I could actually select this last one if I wanted that one to be correct as well. So really cool way to work with multiple question types or button types in a single quiz question in Articulate Storyline. Now the bigger thing here, right, in order to simulate that this was actually moving from one question to another, just had this little shape right here. It's set to cover those questions by default. When I click this first continue button's going to hide itself. And it's also going to hide that rectangle. And then if these two are hidden, right, these are off the stage, are actually just hidden. Now I can see the rest of these. So really I'm really completing the quiz at that point. It's not really taking me to a whole nother question, even though it's revealing another question. So really good question and really fun workaround for simulating multiple quiz question types on a single slide.